All right, we back. We back. Yo, I don't know this new format of Facebook is liking us today or not, but we back. How you feeling over there? You there?
Hate the new Facebook. It's like it's
You gotta work the bugs out. They gotta work the bugs out. It'll be all right though. You know they gonna get it together. Facebook get it together. But to continue kind of where we left off, we were talking about from managing Jake from Milwaukee. I know that sometimes you assume that everybody knows, but I always try to drag you back so people know where you come from,
mhm,
kind of know you know your accomplishments. I mean, what you have
yeah,
done with Jake has been phenomenal. I
yeah,
mean, as a momager, and usually momagers don't work, you know what I mean? But the way you have, you have, done all the things you've done with him, and I've seen you do with many others. It's just like incredible. So I like to highlight that. I know you kind of be like, but you know what I mean. It's a big thing. I mean,
I think the thing when you're working with an actual personal brand, a live person, they have to want it as much as you. It's only so much of management that you can do if they're not motivated and willing to be a partner,
right,
versus solely depending on you to um, level up their career and create opportunities for them. So,
right.
I think that's the most important thing.
Let me ask you this question: what was the most challenging thing marketing a personal brand versus a product? What's the most challenging thing versus the two?
What I just said, basically, the most challenging thing personal is, them not doing their part. I mean, you're a human being. You have to do your part to provide your brand manager or your talent man. I don't even know we should even be called talent managers any longer. We really should just be called brand managers. You have to provide your brand manager with what they need. That's could be great publicity. That's great content. Great products if you are creating products. Yeah, and then I guess it also just depends on great work ethic as well, and depending on the personal brand, like if you are in the entertainment space, um, every entertainer is different, you know what I mean? So they'll have different lanes. Um, they'll have different lanes. Jacob Lane ain't the same as a Takashi and Trippie Red lane.
Mm-hmm.
His lane isn't going to be the same as maybe Taylor Swift's lane. We can all do the same. As far as their brand managers and talent managers, we can all do the same, have the same format of an idea of planning, but it'll be it'll just be different.
Yeah, you put
Yeah.
your sauce on it. Yeah. So now, I know we're talking about personal brands and marketing, but as far as products, if I had a T-shirt company, and this question came in from a guy who called me a couple days ago, and I just want to hear your perspective. He said, you know what, I just don't know where to go next. He's,
Mhm.
I'm selling. I'm doing all the, Facebook posts. I'm making sure that I'm concentrated. I got my website together, but it seems like I can't get across this to this next level where I can.
Yeah.
So what do you suggest? I mean, he's trying to align himself with other brands and things of that nature. And he said, you know what? I'm just trying to figure out how to get over to the next humps. Like
Mhm.
not getting there. He feels like he had a ceiling.
Number one, the first thing I want to tell him is to be patient because no company blows up overnight. It's all trial and error. The second thing I would ask is who is he really trying to target? Like who is the core person? Like who's the core target market? And what does he know about that target market?
Right.
Are they real? Who he thinks may be his target market, they may not be into his t-shirts.
Hmm.
They may not be on Facebook. Like I would ask, what is his idea of his marketing plan? I would also want to know, is he just selling on Facebook? Does he have a website? You know, um, what are his sales funnels, on his website. I would like to see that. Um, does he have different colors? Is the quality good? Does he go live? Does he have great content? Did he do a photo shoot? The thing is, we all have to, although we're small, we should be operating like McDonald's,
Yep. Yep.
Macy's, should be operating like McDonald's, Macy's, 1-800-Flowers. We should be operating like the companies that we aspire to be, So those will be some that would be some of the those would be some of the first questions that I ask him. So I can't give him a definite answer because I don't really know much about the t-shirt line, but those are the first questions. And I also want to know why he's doing the t-shirt line. Like, what makes his t-shirt special? Like, is there a specific logo?
And he has a message that it's kind of like a motivational t-shirt. It kind of encourages you to, or it motivates you to be an entrepreneur. So
it's a lot of those out there. So it's his. I would like to know what the quotes are. How is he showcasing those t-shirts? Is it just a flat lay on the floor? That may not work. You know what I mean? He may have to have that t-shirt on some people in an environment. That's lifestyle marketing. That's how you make people feel like, oh, I need to have that. You know what I'm saying? When you go to Foot Locker's website, you see the shoes, but you also see a group of kids at a playground. You see them against graffiti walls, so you're supposed, when you create your content, you're creating your content based off your purpose and your target demographic. Yeah.
You said a very key point, lifestyle marketing. So, when you have a personal, not a personal brand, but you're doing like a fashion line, or you're doing something that, integrates with people's, how the trends are, that's lifestyle marketing. You got to understand how to either be a part or create a new lifestyle. So, that was great advice. If you have questions, if you're watching right now, I see it's a lot of people on here. Do not be afraid to leave a comment or ask a question. If you have a business or business idea, if you have they said he can't hear me. Can't hear me. Can't hear me. Somebody can't. I think I'm pretty good.
They can't hear me?
They said they can't hear. They said can't hear you, D. Hit my line, boss. Can't inbox. I've got a few questions coming in. I'm trying to see who they is. I can hear. Oh, they can hear. Maddie can hear. Maddie's here. Oh, okay, so Pepsi sipping Buford. You gotta probably check your computer and check your device.
Yes, because I don't see it.
They can hear. They can hear.
Okay.
Maddie said they can hear. So, don't not hesitate to, if you have a business or if you have an online business, if you're a content creator, ask the questions. What's the best way to get celebrities to wear your merchandise? Came from Martinez.
Okay, my first question is why you want celebrities to wear it?
All right, why you want celebrities to wear? I want you to answer that question, Martinez. I want you to interact with this.
I'm going to answer the second question. I'm going to answer the question. The way to get celebrities to wear your merchandise is simply by asking. It's either asking them directly, however you can get in contact with them. You have to be patient. They may not respond right away. There may be a P.O. box to send free items. They may have a manager or an assistant that you would need to reach out to. You just have to research who the contact person is. Get it to them. It's really, that's what it is. You reach out to the publicist maybe. Are you looking for them to wear it for free? Are you looking to pay them?
Yeah, because everybody loves celebrities.
But the thing is, just because a celebrity wears your items, that doesn't guarantee conversion. Do you want to sell, or do you want to just say somebody just wore it? Because it's a lot of celebrities that don't have influence, and people don't wear it, and people don't buy it. I trust me, I speak to a lot of people who have paid thousands and thousands of dollars, hounding a celebrity or an influencer to post and wear their items, and they received nothing in return.
Okay. said because everybody loves celebrity. He said he wants to get more looks and more people to look at it. But then this is what you also got to be careful of too, Martinez, is you got to make sure you pick the right celebrity for the target audience of that's conducive to your brand. You don't want just any celebrity wearing it just because they're a rapper and people like them. Is it the target market for your brand? You know what I mean? It does no good for uh, Future to wear your shirt and you target into toddlers. It don't really make a difference. You know, you gotta put that brand in front of places where the target audience, the mothers or whoever, can make sure that they see that. You say, yeah, I know exactly who I want, including both of you.
Well, I was gonna
Oh, he
say,
on here pitching though, Tish. You hear he over here? He pitching. He said, I know exactly who I want, including both of y'all.
uh, well, I was going to say, celebrity could be a micro influencer, somebody that has
Micro.
only 10,000 followers or 5,000, but they have a lot of influence, So don't overlook, just the popular people in your city. These people don't have to be on TV or in movies and hot on the radio to be influential. At the end of the day, you want to make sure you have conversion, you get a return on your investment. Sending two, three, 400, $500,000 to a bunch of people, and that can get costly. So
Right.
yeah.
What's your next question, Martinez? I know you had another one, so make sure that you put it in there so I can make sure it gets to her. Juliet, how you doing, Miss Juliet? No sound. You gotta probably check. Everything looks normal over here, so and I'm interacting with a few people, so please check your device and make sure you got push the volume up. Make sure the volume up. Yo, who else we got in the building? Loretta James Baker, how you doing? She said, "Hey, Tish."
Hi.
Who else we got in here? Maddie, Jason Turner. What's going on, Jason Turner? Make sure y'all put y'all comments or your questions in the comment section so we can answer them. If you have anything you want to know about how to get your brand or how to get your business, how to get your product to market, how to get it, seen, how to position it, ask the question. This is that free game that we trying to get y'all right now. How to market even during this time, during the COVID situation. Thanks, I'm pretty good. I'll be sending both of you some merch. All right, Martinez. Hey, man, I see you at it though, and you persistent. So stay consistent with your marketing, and keep elevating and growing it, and develop systems. Remember, systems. Save yourself some time, energy, and money. That's what systems mean. Save yourself time, energy, and money. Create a system. Create a system that can allow you to make sure that everything you can wear on the next. I will wear it. You know what? I played your video earlier. Send me some gear. I rock it. I got you. I always wear the I am an entrepreneur shirt, so I already be rocking. That's what's up, man. Thank you for all your interaction, man. And if you know any other entrepreneurs who may need some marketing help, make sure you share this broadcast with them. Give them a call, send them a text, tell them we on right now. Get all their questions answered for whatever product, business, art, whatever it is that they do right now. Is trying to get some free game. So make sure that y'all, you ask the questions. Yes, I spoke with Tish yesterday. She gave me a lot of information. Loretta James Baker says.
Oh yeah. Uh-huh.
Yeah, that's what's up, Loretta. I know it was very useful information. So make sure you use it. Make sure you follow the plan. And you know what? I can't wait to see what you're gonna do next. Yo, if you are here, make sure again, like I say, make sure that you leave a message. You let us know that you're here. Make sure you answer a question. Right now is the time to get all your marketing, your branding questions answered. So make sure you do not hesitate to answer the question. So let me ask a question. Let's see.
Okay.
Entrepreneurs, which one do I get all the time? I answered a lot of these questions on some of these shows, but we like to hear from a different position. So they said they shared. Okay, thank you, Juliet Johnson, that she's sharing the information. One that I get. If you are the only person working the business, how can you market it at the same time? That's a question I get all. I get this question all the time. They said I'm the one cooking in the kitchen. I don't have time to market.
No, I mean it's your baby. Then your priorities are messed up, you know? So if it's your company, you have to learn everything about how to get your product in front of people.
Right, right. I
You have
understand that
to,
question though. I understand that question, Tish, because I remember when I was coming up, when I was doing my marketing company, right? When I very
uh-huh.
first started doing graphic design, what I would do is I would run out and I would go to all these different businesses and I would pick up all their marketing materials. I would go home, I would rebrand it, and make it look good, and I'll take it back to them and I say, hey, this is what you got, this is what it could look like, and I would get a lot of sales, right? But what would
Mhm.
happen is this: I would get a bunch of orders, but now I'm doing a million orders.
Oh
By the
yeah.
time I'm done with those orders, my phone ain't ringing no more because I've been so busy doing orders for weeks and weeks and weeks. I didn't have time to put the message out. So that I remember that, and like I say, way back, way back. But I know that's probably what she's going through. So, like I said, what is your yeah?
So the question is, your business is running, but you have too many orders to do marketing. Is that what it is? The
Well,
question is?
when you're, I guess, when you're a solopreneur, when it's just you and you doing a service business where you have to cook something, make something, or design something. When you're the only one have to sit there in front of that computer for 8 to 10 hours to get a product out or whatever the case may be, those are 8 to 10 hours that marketing has missed.
Well, marketing hasn't been missed because you got Facebook and Instagram ads. You got SEO if you
Right.
need to do SEO, and you also should be building a community. You have email marketing and you have text message marketing.
Right.
So your marketing never has to be turned off. There are also, if you want to, you should also pre-plan your content because
Absolutely.
there are a ton of social content planners where you can just slide all your content in this software, and you schedule when you want it to post, and then the software will post your content for you, so you don't have to, oh, I gotta post this, I gotta post that, I gotta post that. You have to just, it's called scaling. It's called scaling, making life a lot more easy for you. You can schedule your emails, you can schedule your text messaging. Facebook and Instagram, you can run that for 30 days if you feel like it. You ain't even got to touch it. So your marketing never has to be turned off. It's more so about you educating yourself on how can I have marketing, how can my marketing be, it's running, it's, what is it called? Scaling, it's automation. It's working for you so you can continue to make money.
Right. And that just, you know what, and I know that was great advice, because you have to schedule time to market. There's no excuse not to, like, basically is what we saying. There's no excuse not to market. You have to just build it into your routine and build it into your plan. That, you know what, this has to happen, just like everything else, just like the orders, just like everything else. If you want your business to grow, if you want your business to sustain, you have to be consistent in your marketing. Somebody asked a question about the IG and Facebook. He said, Armani Hamilton says, what is your take on Facebook and IG ads?
To Armani,
Huh?
he has t-shirts.
He
has t-shirts. Does Armani have the t-shirts?
I don't know. I can't see
it. Sorry.
Yeah, he says Armani Hamilton. He said, what is your take on Facebook and IG ads and the process of using them to get your product or service to direct market of people who is interested in it?
It has to, number one, your content really has to be impeccable if it's going to be apparel. And number two, if you're going to do Facebook and Instagram marketing, you really have to create that demographic avatar on the back end of the ads manager and know exactly who you want to target. You know exactly who you want to target. Facebook and Instagram ads really do work. Also, if you have a website, that's the thing. People think having a website is like not hot, but having a website gives you control of building your community, right? So when you have a website, right? If I go to your website, Facebook gives you a pixel. Facebook gives you your own pixel. Facebook tells you that Facebook tells you that I went to your website,
Tracking
not
pixels.
not
Yep. Tracking
technically
pixels.
your website. It's a tracking pixel. So now when you go to do your ad, guess what? You have created a custom audience. Your custom audience is everyone who's visited my website in the last 30 days, whether they bought something or not, whether they went to your website, whether they went to your Instagram or your Facebook page. Facebook picks that up so that when you do the ad, guess what? They're going to make sure I see your ad. They're going to make sure Devon sees your ad. They're going to make sure whoever saw your ad and it been to your website or had any type of engagement with you within the last 30, 60, 180, 365 days, they're going to make sure that they see it.
Right.
So, Armani, you should really get my, I have a consultation. Anybody watching, I have a consultation on my website, tishtaylormerchandise.com, and it's a new business, no customers. And in that consultation, it is an hour long, but in that consultation, I'll show you how to create that avatar, that demographic, and I'll show you just the steps. The Facebook pixel, it is it can be complicated to learn, but it's so extremely important if you're going to do Facebook and Instagram advertising.
So up right now, I have a picture of the website so you guys can see it here. This is Tish's website. Go on here, make sure that you see the content that's available, see some of her business and marketing bundles that she has here. Do it yourself, content in 5 minutes. She has a lot of things here to help you with your marketing. So make sure that you guys go to this website right here. You guys see it right here, and go shop with her and go and get some of this content and some of this content that she has to help you grow your business. So let me get back to her. See if I can get it right. Here we go. Oh, there we go. All right, we back. All right, my bad. So yeah. So Armani says he has a clothing line and a video production company named Primetime Visuals. He says definitely appreciate the gems and would love to connect with you to help scale and expand what I have going on. So that was for you, Tish. That's what he said for you. So she just gave you the information how to get it. She, like I say, man, make sure you get it. I just showed you the website. So now it's up to you, man. Decision. Go ahead. And, you know what? Go ahead and get started. Because you know what? I know what, a lot of times people procrastinate and prolong their own process. Things that you can start today, you wait when you can get the process started now. Like I said, a lot of these programs, when I look at her site, are not expensive programs. They're not expensive things to help you grow your business. This is like $1 million worth of information for $15, for $40, for $20. So make sure that you guys go to the site. Make sure that you get this game, man. Like I say, man, it's all right here for you. Now you got to make sure that y'all picking it up. So Tish, what else do you got going for us? If waiting on some more questions to come on in. You got a lot of people just giving us a bunch of hearts. You got a lot of hearts, a lot of thumbs ups. I see a lot of people still watching. And if you're watching, please leave a comment or
ask your questions, please. Don't be ashamed. Don't be ashamed. I think people run away from the word marketing and branding so much, but I mean, it really is. It's your partner. It's not an expense. It's an investment. It's all about, do you really want to invest in yourself? Do you really truly believe in what you have?
Yep.
If you don't, cool. If you do, then it's just some priority shifting. It's some risk taking. That's what entrepreneurship is. It's risk taking. It's risking $100 to talk to someone like me. It's risking $100 to talk to someone like Devon.
When you mentioned Will too, they talk to you and Will.
and will. I mean, one of the key things I think people, when they see the word consultation or coaching, they get scared because they are expecting immediate success. But when you get consultation, advising, or coaching, what you're getting is knowledge.
Right.
Okay. That's what you're paying for, knowledge. You are paying to talk to someone smarter than you in a specific area, and that is okay.
Right.
Listen, I just bought like 7 books last week on marketing and branding. I never turn off my switch when it comes to wanting to learn more. I love it. That is the reason why, even just for Jacob, for example, that's why he was able to continue to turn up and release an album during this pandemic, and have as many streams as he did over, within a week, or really 48 hours, So it's important. I don't like beating upside the people's head regarding investing into their self. Like, listen,
right.
If you done spent hundreds of dollars on a bunch of t-shirts to get made, and you can't invest in some marketing classes, then you're not ready to be an entrepreneur, in my opinion. Yeah. It's the key thing. It's more than an LLC. Okay. It's more than an LLC. It's more than a C Corp. It's more than having an S Corp. It's more to that. It's really
EIN number.
Yeah, it is. So, it's on them.
There's no income. There's no outcome.
Absolutely.
Martinez asked the question. He said, how do you build a team when you're used to doing everything by yourself?
Yeah, that takes some that's scaling too. How much more time do you want? So I think it's about you sitting down and analyzing what's working, what's not working, what can you eliminate, what can you pass, what can you pass on, I'm thinking about that every day. I just brought an intern in yesterday. I'm lit. Okay. I'm like, okay, you holding on to too much stuff, you can't get other things complete, Right. So,
and I
understand
that. I understand that too, Martinez, because sometimes we are so particular about how we want things done that we sometimes are afraid to let our baby into somebody else's hand. But what we have to do is, listen, we have to let people's talent and what they can do shine. We got to allow them to make mistakes, because we didn't get it right the first time every time either. So you have to allow people to help you in the manner and in the talent in which they can help you. We can't always just micromanage or just try to make them do it the way we want to do it, because make it bring something else to the company, to the brand, that's creative, that's new, that's refreshing. Because you might not have saw it because you only have one particular style. So you may have to allow someone to be able to have input and be able to have opinion and be able to help you grow your business. So I think some of that allowing people to work with you, or it's sometimes a personal thing of saying just open yourself to allow people to work with you, and don't think that you have to be in command and control of everything, even though you will oversee, you will make final decisions and things of that nature. But allow people to show you what they can do versus, I can't trust nobody. You need to get.
And it's not about passing on your baby to someone else. You're just giving them a specific to do, So maybe you don't want to handle graphics. That is what their job is, strictly graphics. Maybe you don't want to go and find t-shirts. Their job is to find you the t-shirts. Go and get the sizes. Deal with you hire a digital marketing team just to deal with your Facebook and Instagram ads. Like, it's just that's what scaling is. That's what every business aspires to do, so they can make more money. It's like, okay, how can I relieve myself of some of these duties to do some other things?
And what it takes to, like I say, hold on, we got another question. What is the best way to connect with new people on social media to ask for business?
What is the best way to connect with people on social media?
To ask for business.
Ads.
You gotta ask. So what I did, I'll help you out a little bit with that, Maddie. What like when I started my tax business. When I started my tax business, it was a whole new venture for me. So, and I knew that it's a whole new venture that people were going to look at me and say, "What you do? What?" Because taxes is very personal information. It's a lot of just personal information that you have to deal with people, and people just used to giving me their pictures and letting me do their flyers, letting me do their studio and their music. They ain't giving me their social security numbers. So what I
Okay.
had to do was I had to position myself differently. And what I did was, and the crazy part was, when I first started my tax business, everybody that I knew did not do taxes with me. I mean, from my cousin to my mama, none of them did their taxes. But they like, hell no, I ain't giving you my nothing, right? So I couldn't rely on the people I knew, because I knew it was such a turn from what they knew me from, that I knew I had to position a little different, and I had to get in front of them in a different way. So every one of my clients that I got my first year in my tax business, I made 70 grand in like 3 months. But every person that I did a return for were all new people. But what I did was is that this is what she said. I asked. I put together a message. I went inside. I got 5,000 friends on my Facebook page. You know what? That's a great start. You know what? Because the law of averages tell you, for so many people you ask, you're gonna get so many yeses, and so many people you ask, you're gonna get so many no's. So I'd rather get through my no's so I can get to my yeses. So I asked. I just put in a message. I made it personalized. I didn't just copy and paste and made it seem like a spam bot. Yo, how you doing? I'm new to the tax business. I'm just starting my business, and I'm looking to get my clients. I put it all on the table so that that the transparency, because people must trust you when you're dealing with
Yeah.
personal information. So I came from a level to make sure that I established trust, and then I was able to gain business, and it's definitely taken me, and also over delivering in a lot of other areas, allowed them to my referrals every year to double and triple. So that's how
Speaking
I did it on social media.
Yeah, well, I would say, speaking of referrals, I think that a lot of times we start business and we go into wanting to make money immediately. I think that we should, especially if it's a service-based business, offer your service for free so you can start to that, build your database of receipts. Because people always love a receipt. They love, like, okay, what did you do? Who else have you done this for? They want, when you said referral, that's the
Right.
key thing, referral. So offer your services for free, so then you can get what do you call it? Like I said, like receipts, and you get reviews, you can create case studies from offering your services for free, and then you can put the reviews, the case studies, and all of that stuff in content form on your website, and utilize it for social media, your Instagram, Facebook, or LinkedIn. Let's not forget about LinkedIn, depending on who your target market is. And you can create an advertising campaign behind it that way. So yeah.
All right. What are some of your favorite entrepreneur books and marketing and business books?
Mine,
Yes.
the 22 immutable laws of branding. I'm reading The Art of Client Service right now. I haven't gotten into this one yet, but Contagious, I heard, was extremely good. I haven't gotten into this one yet, Scaling Up. Listen, y'all.
Come on, Tish, show 'em. Come on, Tish, show 'em. Show 'em. It's real.
If you hustle harder, don't sleep on that. I got into this a little bit, the vision driven leader. Y'all, what's up?
Show it to him, Tish. Let him know it's real. Let him know it's real.
Listen, The 22 immutable laws of marketing. I have marketing. I haven't gotten into this one yet. Listen, I'm on it.
You an
Okay.
information junkie, huh?
Yes, I am. I am. I want to be of great service not only to myself but to my clients, and I just want to. I don't know everything. I think I know a lot. I don't know everything, and so I want to know everything. I want to know everything, and then just the business, the lane of marketing is always changing. There's always new technology. Look, we're on this technology right now. This is a form of marketing right now.
Absolutely.
You know what I mean? Within this form of marketing, this is collaborating. We are collaborating. So that's another form of marketing. And so I'm an information junkie, and I want to
and brand placement over here. See, we do that. You know what? And like I say, I mean, if you know Tish, you know me. We always are placing ourselves. We're always positioning our brand. So, it's part of us, man. This is what we love to do. It's so second nature to us. It's just like.
I get people nerves because I post a lot. I like to share.
I get deleted all the time.
I like to share and stuff.
Yeah, I get deleted all the time, but you know what? I say, you know what? Those people just making the way for new people who really want to fuck with me. So
we could be watching the DMX and Snoop Dogg, battle right now, but we here.
Right.
We here. We here. Like, this is our passion.
Absolutely.
We are. So
DMX and Snoop Dogg battling right now.
Yeah.
Well, see y'all later. No.
Yeah,
I didn't even know that. We scheduled this at what time, Tish? No, I just let.
I would have canceled. I think it just started.
I'm sick. No, but hey, you guys got any more questions? No, we here to answer your questions. This is what we do for real. We love doing what we do. So please don't hesitate to answer questions. I didn't know Snoop Dogg and DMX was battling. I think
you're gonna have to watch the replay.
Don't worry about it. I'm gonna be over here sneak watching. Like,
you need to follow Versus TV so you can stay up to date on the battles. Versus TV on Instagram.
Yes, is this on Instagram?
Yeah, it's always Versus TV on Instagram live.
Instagram Versus TV.
But now they just got to secure the deal with Apple, so I'm sure it'll be an Apple TV show now. Anybody got any other questions? I mean, like, if you don't, then okay. But
Versus TV. Hold on, I'm looking for it. Is Versus spelled out?
Yeah. Devon, you come on now.
You told me to keep us updated. No, I was trying to keep us updated, but I couldn't find it. So, you know what? Whoever gonna win, we gonna find out after we done. But it's on Apple now. Martina said they already have it on Apple.
Oh, they already have it on Apple. Okay.
They already have it on Apple. So yeah, guys, answer questions. Like I said, we here for you. This is what we do each and every Wednesday. Y'all know I got the early bird session each and every morning. Mondays, every morning, at 6 o'clock in the morning, every day. So this is what we do: Monday, Wednesdays, Fridays. We got Maddie. I see she's here. She do our online fitness. Yo, this is collaborative. When they say collaborative economics, this is collaborative marketing, aligning, positioning yourself, aligning yourself with other people who have followings. This is all inner workings of being able to push your brands. Just like you called me the other day, Martinez, and asked me to play your video on my show. You know what? If you would have never asked, 4,000 people would have never saw it this month. So, you know what? I hope it helped. I hope you got some more orders, but keep doing that. And go find the next influencer. Go find the micro influencers. Go find the major influencers and align yourself. It's all relationship building. So go establish the relationships, align brands, and making sure it's a win-win for everybody. I always tell you, you know what? As I know that we're trying to position ourselves and we want things, and we want people to kind of help us out, but be of service. The best way to someone to help you is to be of service to them first. you know what, promote them first before you ask them to promote you. You know, do things that, you know what, can kind of position you to be like, you know what, get your yes a little bit easier, a little bit faster. So, man, I'm asking. He said, I'm asking. He says, self development question. Okay, what's your question, Armani? Armani Hamilton says, what is some of your daily routines and habits used to get results? This is from Armani.
My daily routine and habits to get results. What type of results? Like in business or just personal?
Uh,
Because he said it was a self. Did he say self
he
help
says a
or
self development question.
self development to get results? What are some of my daily habits to get results? And what in life? And just like to make myself feel good? What is he referring to?
I guess he just saying, what is your daily routines? I don't know if he's saying, do you have any rituals that you go through self to make sure that you stay on task and some things that help you
Oh,
not get off
okay.
track?
Oh, okay. Well, I try to get up early. So, but for me, before I get my day started, I really have to have like an hour to myself. I have to have an hour to myself that I have to get my thoughts together. I have to get my thoughts together. I go through my calendar. I go to my website first. I go to my website first to see if I had any sales that I missed and also any consultation bookings. And then I put everything in my calendar. So I try to go through my calendar and then I go through all of my emails, all of my emails. And actually, Mondays, I use Mondays. Mondays is my day to prepare me for the week. I don't take calls really on Mondays. I am literally at my desk organizing my to-do list, going through analytics, and that prepares me really for the week. But literally every day I need to get up and have like that me time, and I check my calendar, I check my email, I check the back end of my website.
Okay.
Those are like the first three things that I do um, for myself.
I got another question here. It's more of a mindset. Oh, okay, he's saying, so what is the mindset going into a task?
What is the mindset going into a task?
Going into the
I
mindset.
guess
Yours as well.
with the
Oh,
task,
okay. Some
yes,
of
I
my
need to
routine.
know.
I'll give that to you too, Armani, after she answers.
I guess what is my mindset going into a task? Um First, do I really want to do it? Purpose of it. Uh yeah, I guess I need to ask myself those questions first. That's a hard question. How do I prepare myself going into a task? If it requires research, I do research. Um, if it requires talking, I mean, literally calling up some references and making sure whatever I'm doing, or if I'm about to work with someone, like, is it legit? Is it official? If it's for my client, I do a lot of background checks. I do background. I do background check-ins. Don't play. I do. Yep.
Is
Okay.
it good or bad to tag people in posts you haven't communicated with until that moment?
I don't think it's bad to tag people. I just think that don't overdo it. Sometimes you can get on people's nerve.
I'm an overdoer. I get on people's nerves. I am. I'm gonna tell you where that come from. You know what? I'm not saying it's a good or bad thing. It's a method that I use. It is. It's one that I use to stir up the pot a little bit to get people recognized, and then once I know that I have stirred up the pot, they got their first impression. Then I come back. When people call and when people ask you, they'll say, "Hey, stop tagging me." And when people ask you that, definitely stop tagging them. I Most people won't tell you to stop, and they'll let you keep tagging, and your post will live on their page forever. So I am a little bit gangster on that when it's come to tagging people. I'm a little gangster with it. I can do a little bit of more gorilla, and I tag you. And like I say, people, my pages have purpose though. So I really don't mind people unfriending me because my page has a purpose and probably they wasn't doing business with me anyway. So I design my page for the people who are conducive to what I'm doing, who are want to be a part of what I'm doing, or want to be informed, or so that's what I use my page for. If you look at my page, I really don't be talking about nothing personally. I don't be just like showing like crazy stuff. It's all purposeful into making sure that you know, my marketing is always. I was always told ABM always be marketing. So that's how I am. Everything I do, I have some tidbit or some type of placement of my business in my market. To answer your question, Armani, as far as some of the things I do, as far as habits and things, one of the things I do, I mean, I do have a routine. I'm making sure I'm up by 5 o'clock in the morning. What time I'm sleep. So even if I'm, closing my restaurant at 2 in the morning, I'm up by 5. Um, More because I'm excited, and like I say, my passion really wakes me up because I be excited to do early bird. And once I start early birds, usually my day is gone. I usually have more stuff done by noon than and the rest of my day is really to chill. After 1, 2 o'clock, I can really turn off, um, unless I got some type of specialized project or something I'm doing for a client or something. But most of the time, most of my tasks are done by noon, 1 o'clock in the afternoon, and I got the rest of the day to play. Because but you design, how I am is I design my life how I want to live. I want to be able to play when I want to be able to play, but you know what? When it's time to work, it's time to work. You know what I mean? So that's how I design my patterns of habits. I make sure that I eat right. I make sure at least twice a year I fast. Make sure that I do some type of cleanse to clear out toxins. I need to do that at least twice a year where I won't eat for 14 days. Great. So I have a regimen and routine to make sure that I keep picking. Because as we get older in age, it just takes a little bit more self-care for the body. So some of those personal routines have ramped up versus when I was 20, 22, and they had to be worked into the equation. Because if I ain't well, then none of my business is gonna be well. Nothing's gonna get taken care of. And that. So that's my routine, Armani. Definitely take care of that. Let me see. We got some more questions. First meeting was okay. Communicator. We talked about the tagging. Like I said, I'm more of a gangster in tagging. What do you say about tagging?
For me, that's your strategy to build momentum. That's your strategy for weeding out who's interested and who's not interested. I don't know if that's the strategy for everyone. I really like being tagged. I mean, if I don't know you, then I probably won't really pay too much attention to it, because I'm like, if you're gonna tag me, at least send me a DM. Honestly, I don't really check my messenger on Facebook because I get scared of links and videos, and I think it's spam. So I prefer for you to maybe shoot me a DM on Instagram, or my email is literally on my Instagram page, and I believe my email is available in my about page on my Facebook. So for me, if you tag me, at least follow up with the DM or email.
Right.
So that's just what I like.
Yeah. Sometimes, and what I do is a lot of times with some people, especially when I come across their names in my tags and I don't know who they are. A lot of times I'll go to their page and I'll see kind of what they post, kind of figure out what their personality may be. And sometimes I may have to prime the pump, is what I call it. Sometimes you gotta prime the pump, like she said. Send that DM. Sometimes you can't just hit people too heavy. Sometimes you gotta, work your way in. So I call it priming the pump. So sometimes I gotta prime the pump. Sometimes I gotta send a hey, how you doing? I don't mean to be, intrusive, but hey, this is what I got going, and this is what's going on with me. So that sometimes that's you have to.
And I also think that if you're tagging people, depending on if it's a product that you want them to, see if you're trying to get their attention that way, I think you need to make sure your social page is attractive and engaging. Like you have video of your product. You have replays of your live and you showing how the product works and how you made it. Are you putting it on? How does it fit? Does it make your skin smooth? I think that's what a lot of us are lacking. If you go to any product page, any million billion dollar product page on Facebook or Instagram, you're going to see exactly what I'm talking about. I'm gonna look for quality of your content. How dark is the video? Is the video like I don't want to just be buying from any.
Right.
Really know who your target market is,
Right.
and you have to level up your content. Your content has to be purposeful, towards that whoever your customer is.
Right. And then also too, figure out how to double and triple your online marketing. So for like my lives, they go live, and some people just do a live and think that okay, that's it. But you can take your lives offline. Now it becomes a recording, and now you can create a TV show from it, IPTVs or some type of YouTube channel or whatever the case may be. So double and triple your how you position your live or your post and everything else like that, because it doesn't just have to live here on Facebook. Once this is done, it can transfer to many different platforms, so you don't have to do 10 different lives. You can do one live and hit 10 different streaming platforms that all have different audiences. So that's another one that I would say that helped me out, especially during this pandemic and everything else that's going on.
Yeah, that's good.
Streaming and making sure that you're not just hitting just one streaming platform. That when I go live, I'm hitting at least 3 to 4 different streaming platforms all at the time. So
yeah, that's good.
So we got any more questions? If we don't got any more questions, I'm gonna let you go, Tish. I'm gonna hold you. I really appreciate you, man. We must do this more and more often.
Yeah, yes, we should.
Yes, and build this momentum up, because I think people
like
really
every quarter, like we start gearing people up. Like right now, anyone following, you should be preparing for your Black Friday and your holiday sales, your content, like all that stuff takes time. If you want to make it big, no, when it's Super Bowl time, I mean, they ramping us. When they start? November.
Back in November to get you
ready
for February.
They get ready in November. So pay attention to what some of your big favorite brands are doing, and just implement it. And make it your own. And make it feasible for you, so it's but it can still be of good quality.
Right.
Still can be good quality.
Right. So one of the things, like you say, look at your favorite brands. One thing that they do is they always 1 or 2 seasons ahead of where they are now. So they're already planning for Halloween and Thanksgiving, and they're not living right now and still in 4th of July world. They're already planning for what ads and promotions and things that they want to do during that time. That's one thing that most businesses and small business have to do. Stop being so reactive and be proactive. I always call it preventive maintenance. So do the preventive maintenance so that your business don't break. You know what I mean? It's kind of like giving your car oil. If you don't get it an oil change, it's gonna run out and dry up that engine, and then the whole car gonna die. So that's the same thing with your business. Do the things necessary so that it don't die. Do the marketing necessary. Make sure that you're planning ahead and that you're ahead of, so that your ideas have sometimes time to manifest. Sometimes when we work so last minute and end the deadlines, and we don't give our creativity even a time to say, how can I attack this market differently? So I would definitely say make sure you pre-plan, make sure you plan ahead. Think about what's coming up in September, October. Like I say, there's holidays, there's events, and there's national things coming up that you can plan for, so that you can position your business to be already ready for those events. D-Rock says, impressive, both of you. D-Rock says, thank you and great advice.
Thank you.
Yeah. So thank you again, Tish, for logging on with us. We're gonna do this, like you say. If it's gonna be every quarter, we'll do this every quarter to bring you on, give us some new tidbits, give us some new nuggets, and help us grow our business.
Okay, I'm all for it. I'm sorry, my phone is like blowing up. So I enjoyed this, and go to my website, tishtaylormerchandise.com.
It's right here on the
Book a
bottom, so they got it right there.
consultation,
Yep, make sure y'all go.
book a consultation, or get one of the products, and let's go.
Absolutely, absolutely. Make sure you go to that website. Again, I'll show it to you guys right here. Make sure you go to her website, get her products. She has a lot of things on here. Yo, ain't no excuse. Go and get you some Tish Taylor, get you some tailor made merchandise, and you know what? Let's start making your marketing efforts. You know what? Make them pay off. Let's make them worth it.
Yeah.
So thank you again, Tish.
All right. See
And you
ya.
have a great night. I know you probably gonna go over and see who win in that battle. I'm finna go try to find it myself.
Listen.
I gotta
Listen.
find it now. I didn't
I'll
even know that was
see
happening.
clips. I'll see clips. I'll see clips. I
You
got a
see
long day
clips?
tomorrow, so I'm gonna start preparing for my tomorrow.
Oh,
My
oh,
day.
hey, so she's ready. She already preparing for her marketing for tomorrow, y'all. So plan for yours. Make sure that you do the preventive maintenance and be proactive in your business. Thank you again, Tish. And we'll see you. Have a good night.
Okay.